All right, you know what's up. You're here. It is a beautiful Sunday evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. Whether you are watching me live or if you're watching the restream, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please do say hi. Please take 1 second to help this channel out by simply liking and sharing. If you're watching right now, 1 second, just go ahead and share on your social media pages so that we can get more people here kicking back, chilling. You know already. My guest tonight is none other than ZPX Xiong, one of the greatest Hmong singers. He's got a beautiful R&B ballad voice, phenomenal singer. I've had the opportunity to record him on a couple of occasions now, live on stage. He's like always on pitch, never off pitch. This guy, and he sings very well. He's one of these guys that comes up, sings, and it sounds just like his recording. Actually, in my opinion, when he sings live, I think he sounds a little bit better than his recording too, because sometimes in the studio it's hard to record how good this guy really is. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to Hmongoose on YouTube. It would help me to grow, and then also hit that notification button. The way this works, you guys know, I invite especially in-person questions. If you're brave enough, if you're one of these gals that are ready and you're presentable and you're dolled up and you want to come say hi to Jongpa, feel free to. What you can do is you can direct message me, and then I'll just bring you on screen and you can talk to Jongpa if you like. Keep everything PG, please. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get demonetized. And then if you want to ask Jongpa a question, also there's a chat. Just type in the question. We'll see it, and then I'll prompt it up, and ZPX will see it, and we'll discuss it. I don't think I need to introduce ZPX, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. Let's take a look at some of the stuff. If if you're not familiar with him, I don't know why you wouldn't be familiar with him, but he's got social media pages. If you're on Facebook, then you can go ahead and do him a favor and friend him and follow him to get all the latest information on what he's working on. I think Jean Paul's like constantly working on multiple projects at the same time, and we're going to talk about some of his upcoming big projects too. I found out that he's very, very involved with Hmong Nouveau, and I wasn't aware of that until I kind of found out from him just a couple minutes ago. But do take a look at his Facebook page. On top of that, he's also got a very lively YouTube channel. If you like it and you want to find it, what you can do is you can search ZPX music, and on there you can find pretty much everything that he's got. His videos. A couple of months ago, Jean Paul came out with a song Key, and then just recently, a couple of days ago, he came out with this song over here, Ta Lundu, with Jerry Zong, and that was 5 days ago. Actually, you know what I'll do while people are still rolling in. Why don't we just take a moment and actually, hey, let's actually take a look at that song together. It might be a little glitchy, but let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Oh, you know what? Actually, why don't we do this? We'll have ZPX come and give us the playthrough of that song. ZPX, how are you, bro?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All right. Well, always a pleasure to have you here. First time here, but I've recorded you. I don't know, ZPX. I recorded you a bunch of times already.
Yeah, yeah,
I think the first time I recorded you was at RMF.
yeah, yep.
RMF. So, how's everything?
I've been busy. Work. I mean, I work a full-time job also, but
Yeah.
my job is only 4 days a week, so I've been touring. Fridays I'm off, so I can perform at weddings out of state and do private gigs also, and from concerts over North Carolina. We went there this year, Oklahoma.
Nice.
Um, and,
What's Oklahoma like?
Uh, I'm not a big fan of Oklahoma. It's very humid there. A lot
Yeah.
of people would like agree with me. It's a very quiet town, but housing is very cheap over there, so it's a
Mm.
great place to raise your family.
Yeah, when we were touring, there was no, there weren't a whole lot of people. There wasn't enough of a community to travel there.
Mhm.
But I guess now there is. Seems like a lot of people are moving out to Oklahoma.
Yeah, when I was in the army like 6 years ago, when I was still traveling while I was in the army, there was like barely any food restaurants there. But now there's more people, more Asian people there, so there's a handful now, and the food's been definitely better now too.
enough to tour there, then, I guess, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I think
Okay,
we'll
let's see
be
here. Let's say hi to some friends. We got Mai Chu. You might know
how
Mai
much you
Chu.
know.
She says, "I can't wait to see ZPX."
Tua,
Uh,
Tua. Shout out to Tua.
T16 Tua says, "Let's go ZPX, strongest voice I know." I do agree.
Yep.
Really
Shout out
strong
to
pipes.
Dua, Gao Nu. Yep.
Yep, Dua's here. Dua, another awesome guys, another great show. Dua is from, of course, he's always here. He always says hi. He's from Hmong. Have you ever worn any of his clothes?
I have not yet, because I'm from Minnesota. Well, I live in Minnesota now, so I haven't had opportunity to work with him yet. But I'm looking forward to collabing one of these days, probably Fest of New Year.
New Year. Okay, there it is, Dua. He's saying it. Gao Nu says hi, and then ZPX is a beast. We got this is Chris. Chris from Seattle's here. He says Nyojong. Chris,
Hey,
ZPX.
Chris.
Chris will almost always ask you a question. He might even come live. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Jackie says hi ZPX. Chai
Jack.
says hi there, hustlers. He must be talking to you. Um, um, Chai, how are you, bro? I see Chai a lot on. I think Chai's got. Are you? Chai's got a cruise going on. I think.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Hmong Hustlers cruise.
Yeah,
If
I
anyone's
followed
in,
him quite a bit too. Yeah, but I haven't seen those photos yet. But I'm waiting for those photos. Chai's always doing great things out there.
okay. Well, you know what? We're not even gonna get started. We got our first question from Mike Chu already. I want to know your favorite food restaurant in your area.
I like dim sum food
Hmm.
from Chinese people. So Mandarin Kitchen is my favorite. Every Saturdays and Sundays are open from 9:30 to 2 o'clock. Dim sum cart food. So that's my favorite dish to eat.
There you go, Mike Chu. Where do you like to eat? I know you're from Fresno, but where do you like to eat? All right, so I was gonna show your latest music video without you, but I was like, hey,
Mhm.
ZPX is here. Might as well give us the walkthrough.
Yeah.
So you just came out, I think 5 days ago. I think I saw 4 or 5 days
Yeah.
ago with Jerry. The song is called Talunda Talundu. Before we watch it, tell us about it. What's the song? How did is it Jerry's song, or is he collabing with you, or are you collabing with him?
This song is actually Jerry's song. Jerry Zong. He's from
Mm-hmm.
Wausau, Wisconsin, and
Mm-hmm.
he asked me to give him some feedbacks, and I told him, um, his song is a great song. He did need a chorus to kind of break up, segment the song up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I jumped in and kind of wrote something really quick for him. It's not the best, but I do what I can, because Mong did you choose that? Yeah, kind of just wrote something. Took me about almost say 2 months to write that. The melody, the
Wow.
lyrics, and everything. And then we shot it last month, and then we were kind of scrambling also because I was shooting the Miami music video, which comes out next week. Well, actually this week. Uh,
This
so
week.
yeah, so I've been working on a different project at the same time. Is a lot of work, and trying to make sure you have everything right, storylines and everything. Um, so this music video, I wanted to just be a music video because I watching a lot of the Thai music videos, the new modern songs. They can go. It's not really. Some of them will have storylines. They just have visuals. People having fun delivering music content. And so I just wanted. At first, it was just gonna be me and him, but I was like, since we are talking about a girl, we need to kind of have her incorporated into the music video. So I had the idea of shooting her on a projector behind the rapper. To kind of give her that illusion of reminiscing, kind of like uh, thinking back to when she was still with him. So that's just let me just
You
something
guys
that we
shot
do.
you guys shot the music video. Was it shot in was it shot in you said Wausau then?
No, this music video was shot here in Minnesota.
Oh,
So
Minnesota.
we only initially had a couple of different places to shoot it at, some amazing backdrops. But Minnesota, I didn't know that some parts here they don't open until certain date, because of the snow. So when
Oh,
we went the day before to go scouting and everything, all those places that we initially planned for, um, they were closed, so we had to
Mm.
just improvise. And as music artists, we have a keen eye to just get photography spots. So we um, shot it at that with that. I think it's called Centennial Lakes,
Uh-huh.
which is a beautiful business. It's like a park, but it's still a business complex also with like giant towers, buildings around, and it's pretty nice, So
Nice.
shot it there. And
Who,
we got
who shot the music video for you guys?
My brother, he shoots most of my music
Oh,
videos for
cool.
me. His name is BXO. He's with SO Entertainment, so he shoots it for me for family rate.
Family Rag.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
nice. Well, let's take a look at it really quick here,
Yep.
and then you can give us whatever commentary you like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nona. Lúc tôi giờ vì lý gia, mò nọ cũng chỉ thật xa. Từ qua ít chế yo cho đã xí qua nhà cũng chế nhà nhà. Bởi giờ vì nhà ta lo, cũng tôi
How'd
giờ
you meet
lúc
Jerry?
tôi lúc nửa sư. Mò nọ cũng thế xa chỉ cho, mò nọ cũng thế xa lý nọ. Giờ vì đã chỉ thế vì lý gia, nửa biển này qua nửa giờ đã. Vì cũng tôi sợ lúc nửa đã xí qua nhà, sợ lúc cũng chờ ta. Tôi cho cũng lúc xếp của ta, tôi cho cũng nọ mò chỉ ca. Muốn đỏ đỏ bông như học nhớ lo, tôi tên tớ lo tư chỉ ba. Chế giờ vì cũng cho kiến bà, vì cũng lúc này nó chỉ dùng gì. Ta chỉ cho cô ý lệnh sư, cho tụ ý mua chế, nó xếp thế chỉ mua tụ ê, yo lo thử, yo lo lúc thế yo nát thử. Tư giờ vì cũng trai tên tớ, cũng tư lý mua tàn cho đồ nữ. Cũng tư hai cho trả cho ya, cứ nữ bỏ tiêu yên lưu nữ tê. Lo nữ hai cũng làm cho ta, chỉ quấn chạy cũng tê lưu yeah. Giờ cũng bê thế có một ya, lo nữ yo mù tê. Yo chỉ cho ta lo in tu, còn tụ bao giờ cứ nhà tê. Quay qua thâu có thể đâu thì nó cho cú bồi yo muốn nuôi to cả cho rong đi cú lỡ na lỡ luôn tu giờ vì lý gia cú cho ta lòng đó có thà bồi yo mò nọ cú sa mình chỉ cú thế sa cho lu cú hai ta cá để phi nu nọ ya tận đây cú yo chỉ yo ta chỉ cú mu khó từ lo nửa lu mình xua lùa lọ cú sa nọ cú sa bao thế cú sa bỏ sai chia rong lý gia yo mò nọ nửa sa lu chỉ cho cú sai chỉ nửa bồi yo cho cá lu cú lý cú cho cá lo ô cú khu rong ý ya lý thầu chỉ to bao cho cái chi lu bị yên muốn nu wa cú sa tiền chạy tu nọ chỉ cú tu vì cú tu yên sơ lu cú tu nọ chuồn hết lu xe du我照顾嘛啥起早，谁要地帮中了着，照顾杜龙高木了哎，红杜闹了照顾鸟，我照顾嘛鸟起杜，顾天塔龙照龙杜，弄晒谁要比例呀毛闹女木，女有起着了，过门对vị trí啥着，但是要女木了得给顾要我一心要。我一说头杜，高能包杜内顾一次路，呀大顾凑他的。có thể đâu thì nó cho cú bồi yo muốn nuôi to cả cho rong đi cú lỡ na lỡ luôn du.
Hey, ZPX. Is that a Hmong jacket? The other one, the striped one?
Yeah, it is. Mom made it for me.
Who makes that?
I had my mom make it for me.
Oh, nice. Inside
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just said so your brother is
Choosing your
oh,
restaurant
let's see here.
technology is a
He's so he shoots for Sons. Who is your brother again? I heard you say it once already, but I can't remember.
His name is BXO. He's the rapper from he's one of the rappers duo from the entertainment group SO Entertainment.
Nice.
They're both from Fresno. One lives here. He lives here in Minnesota with me, and then Tommy Boy lives in Arkansas, I believe. And
Tommy Boy's from Arkansas.
Yeah,
Huh.
well, he lives in Arkansas, but he's from Fresno. But He lives in Arkansas now. My brother's the one with the Chinese ponytail.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool.
Yeah, so
Chris says coffee, drip or latte.
I actually prefer to drink tea. I'm not a big a coffee drinker. I'm, like tea and honey.
Nice. My chew says over or under toilet paper.
Definitely over, yeah.
And Michelle says damn good song. You know
Thank you,
Michelle?
Michelle. Yeah. Michelle from
Gen
KBIF.
X.
Yep.
Yep. And Jackie says, wow, that's fire.
Thank you, Jackie.
And I agree. You've got one of the most notable voices, especially as soon as you hit the higher register and the falsetto. Then
Yeah.
whenever I hear you doing that, I'm like, oh, that's ZPX right there, no doubt. Listen to ZPX so much, I don't even need to be told it's him or C, or C to know it's him. Yeah, I agree.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your vocal style.
Yeah.
What are your vocal influences?
So I grew up watching a lot of ST Universal movies. You know, I mean soundtracks. You
Okay,
know,
for those who don't know ST Universal, that's too tall.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
for the young
Sukkot,
people, they
yes.
may not know what that is. That's a VH. He's talking about VHS video there.
Yeah.
Legendary.
So all that kind of had an influence on my music, from Indian Bollywood music to Chinese music to Hmong movies. They all kind of. I learned music very easily, so say I probably listened to like 10 times. I kind of know the lyrics and everything. So I started with that, and then as I got older, I started learning, listening to definitely Paradise and the White Shadow.
Paradise.
My cousin, my whole family kind of sings a little bit, you know. My cousin is Sally from White Shadow also.
Oh, that's your cousin?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
my.
Lord.
My mom has 4 sisters, so everybody in our family kind of sings. So Sally's mom is the second youngest daughter, and my mom's the youngest one. So.
Wow, so you know Sally well then, dang.
Yes. And then I went to church with Mitch and them also, but nobody knew I knew how to sing, so I was kind of like in the background. So
Stayed in the DL.
Yeah, with
Stayed
Nancy Yang. She's an amazing singer also.
Mm-hmm.
We all went to church together, and then I kind of took my
Wait,
time.
this is Nancy. Nancy, you said Vang or you curly hair?
Yeah, Nancy Yang. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Amazing singer, yeah. And then, of course, listening to you guys. But I try to, as a musician, my theory is if you want to be the best, you have to listen to all different kind of genres, not just stick to one genre. So I listened to country music for a while, probably like take a whole year listening to just country music, pop music, Japanese, kind of like Mongolian music, Chinese music, Thai music, you know.
So
Bollywood
okay,
music
so check this out. So I didn't realize how much you were into Bollywood until we were sitting at Sounds of Spring, and remember it was me, you, Jerry, and Jeeker on the other side. And we were talking, and then you and Jerry just started having this huge side conversation that dominated everything. You were talking about Indian singers. Can you give us a sample of Indian music? I know you can do it on the spot.
Yeah, so C. Lee was one of my favorite idols growing up too. So he has the Bollywood influence, and his song from one of those movies. It goes, "Kelu kelu, chonli mo shwa, yeah." But Indian songs wise, you know, the most popular one is probably gonna be the "Tum pas aaye, yun muskuraye." तुमने न जाने क्या सपने दिखाए अब तू मेरा दिल. Yeah, that kind of
real deal. Dang, sing on the spot, beautiful too.
Yeah, and then I actually went to an Indian concert with Sonu Nigam, which is one of the best Hmong vocalists in Indian vocalists in the Indian industry. He came into Minnesota, and I paid like $400 to go see him. So it was a blessing to go see him. Yeah.
Where did he sing at? What facility was that?
It was at the Target Center here.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was
cool.
A big band. Yeah.
Nice.
Music wise, I mean, everybody. Like I listen to basically anybody. I try to take a little influence from the '70s. You know, Ray Charles and Michael Jackson, Anna Henderson, all those soul singers to kind of find a little bit of soul in my voice too. And then definitely the country voice kind of improve my tone a little bit.
Hmm.
But and listening to you guys for Hmong music wise, how to dictate and find the right words for songs. A lot
Yeah,
of
that's kind of interesting. I get where you're coming from, only because I don't consider myself like a true vocalist, but I do listen to a lot of different music. And
yeah,
one of my regrets when I was in Paradise was that I didn't listen to enough music. Um,
yeah,
俾咗唔窿就俾on plays
yeah,
yeah, that's all we knew, which was pretty diverse already. But it wasn't until I started dabbling guitar that I was like, oh snap, there's a whole different world to all this. And I think
yeah,
I agree. Go 小户咗，當到人嘅話, and you'll
yeah,
find that everything is sung very differently.
yep, yep. And then it kind of, cause me, I have a speech problem. I don't know if you noticed, but I have a
Mm-mm.
I have a longer than normal tongue. So when I speak, my words aren't very crisp and clear. But when I
Mm.
sing, I'm able to manipulate that and make it sound better, come out a different way.
Huh,
So,
that's cool. That's cool.
so
I think you've mentioned that a couple times. I've heard you mention on other talks about that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't I didn't know that about you. That's
And
cool.
so when I was at Fresno State, I took a logic class. Well, they help teach you about um, how to pronounce every single alphabet and words, kind of to help improve my music technique too. Fresno State with the logic class over there. I'm not exactly sure the term for it.
Nice. Michelle wants that jacket too. That's a nice jacket.
Thank you,
Um,
thank you.
if your mom ever wanted to make some money.
I told her that because she's been making me jewelry and jackets and everything, but she said she's too busy too.
So we got some love for sons here. Chris has a question for you. Thank you for your service. Were you already singing before you entered the singing competition in the Army? So before we go into that, give us context because some people might not know what he's talking about. Chris
Mm-hmm.
obviously does his homework, so tell us
Yeah.
about what Chris is talking about.
Okay, so when I was in the military, I mean I've been singing before that already. I actually I got signed when I was like 16 to Secret Entertainment, but we'll go back to that. But when I was in the Army, it was like a break from music, you know. But whenever I go, I always try to keep myself busy by just humming a beat or just singing. You always sing to yourself. And I was singing one day, fixing my military vehicle, and then some of my Kidu friends. They heard my voice and they're like, "Oh, you're actually very good at singing. You should join the singing competition." You know, and the first year that went by, I kind of moved past it. You know, I didn't join. In the second year, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot." You know, but that year, my whole unit was in Korea. I stayed behind, and I sang at it, and I had a couple of Hmong friends over there that came and watched me, but I sang, and I won first place in Texas for military idol. It's called Operation Rising Star. So I won first place, won $750, and then I got the opportunity to go compete in the world finale. So they take people from all different branches: Air Force, Navy, not Marines. The Marines don't have one, and the Army, and Reserve, National Guards, and also they have this wife association. If you're married to a military member, you can join also. Which I thought was unfair because they have a lot of time on their hand, you know. And then, so it's top 12 from all over the world. We get to compete in that, and it was awesome. It was in San Antonio, Texas, so we had like 2 weeks off of work, and it's all paid for. And we slept in a fancy hotel, and yeah, it was on. They recorded online. A lot of people watch it, but it was a good opportunity. And then I didn't win. I think that time my voice wasn't up to par yet, but now I think if I had an opportunity to go back, I think I would do better.
That was you said about 6-7 years ago.
This was about 5 years ago. Yeah.
5 years ago. So if I YouTube it right now.
Yeah, it's called Operation Rising Star. You can check it out. Yeah, it's on there.
What's it called?
Operation Rising Star.
Operation Rising Star. Okay.
Yeah. I did all right on it, but I got a standing ovation, the only standing ovation. But
wow.
I think because our vocal coach was the person, the lady from The Voice. So if you win, you get to go to The Voice as for the finale. You know, I didn't. But it was a good opportunity. Learned a lot about my voice.
Yeah, definitely. Dang. And you mentioned that so that you were under a label for a little bit.
Yep. So I first got signed when I was 16. It was called Secret Entertainment. So Some movie. They were making movies. I was with them for about I think 3 or 4 years, and I was in college.
Hmm.
I think I every weekend I traveled to Sacramento or LA for music classes, vocal lessons, dancing lessons. So grateful for Ahua. She lives in LA. Santa Monica, I believe. That's where she lives at. Yeah, and then I'd had my first album with them. Learning experience because I was still like 17 only when I was with them. Dropped the album.
Now,
Wasn't the best.
What year was this?
This was 2007, 8.
8, 7.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean,
Sweet.
that's when autotune didn't come out yet. So a lot of the vocals are still real raw. I didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
much about harmony. Yeah, and then
You
I
didn't
wasn't a
you didn't get to fix it. You just had to redo it. If you remember, you
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we still did it pretty good, but just harmony wise and like idea wise, it wasn't all there yet. But now, definitely 15 years later, you're definitely better at that now.
So you did come up. So you did come out with an album at the time.
Yes, I did. I don't want to listen
There
to
was an
that.
album before the Lietoku album.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's an album for
Oh, I
that,
see.
but it
See,
was
there.
definitely
Too easy. If we had this live session, I never would have known. I don't think most people would have never figured that out.
yeah. That time I think I was still only like 17 when I came out, so
Oh.
still a long time ago. But
Hey,
it
but
was definitely
you've been exposed and you've been uh, trained for a long time. Then.
Yeah, I mean, but because like when I was growing up, we moved a lot because my mom, my stepdad, they were off and on, so we moved. I went to probably like 15 schools, growing up.
Wow.
So every time we moved, I would be in concert choir or beginning choir, and then the next year I would get accepted to chamber choir, but never officially get trained in chamber choir because we moved again. So we were start over at a new beginning choir again, So never got
What's concert choir versus chamber choir?
chamber choir is just more hard, like it's more advanced, just harder songs, and it's a
Mm.
smaller group, so you're more closer to all your colleagues, and so you can. It's just more advanced. Like
Oh, interesting.
yeah, it's like
Well,
like a
Sang says
solo.
hi.
Yeah,
Swimming says hi. You know, swimming.
yep, yep,
Um,
yep, yep. That's my Swimming's actually my music mix and master sound engineer.
nice, talented guy,
Yeah,
man. Crazy talented.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna do. I've been telling people I'm gonna do a session just on like a couple sessions just on producers
Yeah, yeah,
because
definitely.
most
A lot.
producer, Nichitona,
Mhm.
but like some people have no idea who they are. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to
his album
bring.
is actually coming out too. So shout out to Gentleman and Young. Their album's coming out, I believe, next month.
Oh, nice,
Yep.
exciting. We got hi from Ka. She says, "I love your voice." We got another producer here. John's here.
Yep. Thank you, Top. Joining.
Sang is here. ZPX is the Hmong Bruno bars. I think that's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate to me. Especially when you sing your high register and you start doing you actually do it in the end of these at the end of this footage.
Yeah.
And we're 30 minutes in. I haven't even shown one of your videos yet. You do at the end when you do your little vocal solos. When you hit that high register, you can see your R&B influence, where you just get that R&B vibe from it right
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah. I try to always bring it back to the R&B vocals, tones after in the song. A little mix of everything. Yeah.
Gal Nu says, from all your songs, which one is your favorite song that you had wrote?
My favorite song that I ever written was probably Yingdu. It's from
Hmm.
my second album. I think when I was writing it, it just kind of flowing perfectly, lyric wise, very mellow, very in my genre. That's an R&B song, of course, but just kind of reach an area of lyrically wise different from a lot of other genres. So kind of
Hmm.
uh, that's why I liked it the most. And it's just this how the song was written kind of challenged me and opened my eyes to write music in a different way.
Okay, Maichu agrees. We got some inside information here. Lori says, was your first group called PC Incorporated, right? And were you also singing with Advent Vibe?
Yes. So I was singing background vocals for Avon Vibe for their album. Um,
Were you part of that group or just background singing?
Initially, I was supposed to be part of that group, but
Mm.
it was complicated. A lot of behind the scene stuff. So I decided to just create a duo group with one of my fellow buddies from Sacramento also. So we created PC, which P is Paul, and then C is Chu. So at the time, really trying to find our style. So it was a learning experiment. Very young. Like, when you're young, you want to make music groups with your friends and stuff. But that was definitely it.
Nice. All right. Well, let's hit up your first song.
Yep.
So the first song that I have recorded from you from Sounds of Spring concert is "Mugo," and that's the song with Surprise. Is that
Yes,
right?
Yep.
How did you guys meet up to do that song? How did you guys get connected?
Well, me, so that song is really inspired by Namanuna because Namanuna is probably one of my favorite movies growing up. The Huata Shalinsai, and the part where he's just he's sitting by the lake waiting for the girl to return, and he's like, "Why is it the sun setting? And how many days, how many nights will it take for you to come back to me?" So I kind of incorporate that, that emotion, that longing for emotion in a song. So the lyrics were kind of written like that, and then also I incorporated Untitled and some of their metaphors where they used in the movies, because some people don't know, but if you watch movies, they use a lot of great, awesome metaphors. That's what a lot of young people don't understand. That if you don't know run out of ideas to write songs, just go listen to Sapalu and insert it into a song. That's my secret.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. So ZPX. These are they're like watered down clips. They're a little bit shorter than the full clip, and they're shot. I have to bring it down to 720p to put on this live session because it only lets me put up 300 megabytes. So probably won't be the full thing. And then if you or other viewers want to watch the 4K, then you can go on my YouTube channel. It'll be live probably after this sometime.
Okay, sounds good. Yep.
Make some noise, Sacramento! Woo! Hey, it feels good to be back home. DJ, drop the beat. chơi lúc chạm lấy xe thòng long đông dây vui có tôi chẳng sinh chi vậy vui phải hai tên lúc trong yuan dây cho lúc tên lúc có in lấy mù ta ít
giờ hai sống nó chơi yo lo có chỉ sao dân nữa mà đuôi ngôi nhau đàn nó ali hoa có loa ít chỉ muốn đâu cho yo nó có nhau một cái sao nữa
Right, there it is. There it is.
Awesome.
I don't know if I told you. Shoot, I don't remember that night. I can't remember because that night's kind of a blur. But towards the end, I think I may have come up to you and told you that I got really good footage of you. I don't even remember me telling you that or not.
I think I remember a little bit.
Yeah, because I remember filming that, and I was like, I don't know why, but number one, like you sang really on pitch, so it was really easy to record you. And then the way you were moving, it was also really, really easy to record you. I looked at it, I was like, there was something about, one thing that I noticed about that stage is that if you wore like a dark color, then the footage didn't really, it came out okay, but it wasn't as good. Like when you're, for some reason on that stage, the way the light is shot, when you wear like a light color, like you were wearing, it looks really nice. Whereas like that night, Macy and Gongju came in dark.
Yeah.
And my opinion on stage it was okay, but it wasn't as good because you could tell like a big difference between people in light colors and dark. You know who would look really good on stage? Gambalai.
Oh yeah.
Her dress was like when you saw it, like it looked like a pinkish, but when it was on stage, it looked like it was transitioning from like pink to red to like a magenta. It was a pretty cool color. But I knew I got really good footage of you, and I could tell you were working the stage well because I knew when you were going, I knew when you were gonna stop, and I knew when here it is, here comes the chorus, bam, there I am. So I thank you for that. You're really easy to shoot. I knew exactly without having to be told what you were gonna do. I kind of knew what you were gonna do next. So it was really nice. The crowd was a fun crowd. Did they jump up on stage when you were there? Was that someone else?
Yeah. Because the whole entire time that girl she was climbing on stage basically to every artist. I mean, they never escorted her off, and then when she came up to me, they finally escorted her off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. I must have that. I've got a. So the one song that I did not get because by that time I was burnt out. I had to take a break. It was the one don't have Yelama. I didn't get that. I didn't get the video of that. But I got your other songs. But hopefully, I don't know. I haven't reviewed the footage in detail, so we might see it tonight. We'll see.
But you were saying performance-wise. So when I go perform on stage, I try to wear something that makes you pop out in color. Usually it's print or the fabric. As an artist, a lot of the artists don't take that into consideration that when you perform, if you wear black on stage, you get pushed back with all the lighting and everything, especially whatever your background is. So I always try to wear something. If you don't notice, I always wear velvet because I think.
Oh yeah, now that you wore red velvet at RMF.
I try to wear velvet everything, but it's so expensive too,
So velvet just looks better. You think velvet just looks better on stage?
Yeah, well, it's because how the light shines in it. I mean, I don't want to wear a sequence. I think sequence is a bit too much for a guy to wear. So I just choose to wear velvet. It's a bit flashy, but not too much. It makes you look makes it look clean and.
Man, you make me want to go look back at your footage now. Dang, I'm about to look back. Yeah, you wore like a black velvet at Winter Jam, right? Is that what you
Yeah,
wore?
yeah,
Black
that's a
velvet.
personal
Yeah.
fitted black velvet suit too.
Yeah, I think you're right because Toto. I didn't notice it, but velvet in the light, it looks like it's in the right lighting or in the right angle. It looks black, but then it also looks it's got that shiny white to it too.
Yeah, and also when you take pictures like in front of like the photos or like with fans, also it makes you kind of glow and makes you kind of stand out a little
Yeah,
bit.
man, never knew that. Never knew that.
Yeah.
Top secret. ZPX is giving out his clothing secrets.
And also taking pictures, you always have to turn to the side a little bit and then stick your foot out and make you look taller and slimmer. But
Dang, man, I'm gonna make myself look taller then. Say ZPX
Yeah.
said so.
Yeah.
Nice, that's awesome. Okay, Sang wants to know what's your favorite city and state to perform in.
Honestly, let me see. I love singing in Fresno because I think before before COVID, just those 7 days of Hmong New Year is just so awesome and fun. But I mean, as artists, we can't party too much because we get so exhausted. But
Yeah.
that has the most people, the most energy, and I love Fresno New Year. Even this year, there was so little. There were so many people there, and so much love. It was awesome.
Yeah, I love Fresno. I like what I really appreciate what Trey and his group they do, because number one, Trey knows exactly what he's doing. He's seasoned and he's weathered and knows what's up. But when it's time to go out, he gets a good stage, good lighting, good sound, and I appreciate that. That because in retro in on the flip side, I mean, technically he could just get two little speakers and some well, they're now called the Radio Shack lights and whatnot, but he doesn't do that, and even for sounds, they could have gone with a smaller sound system and lighting and whatnot, but they went a good size.
Because honestly, when you perform, you always have to have good sound system. If you don't, it makes the artists look like shit, and also the fans aren't happy about it. They're like, it's not loud at all. Sometimes it's too good, where it's too loud too. So they complain about it.
I know that David and Channing use it. Do you use in-ears too?
I did for the Winter Jam, but I sweat a lot when I perform. It's because I'm fat and I move a lot. So, I had mine in my ear, and the sweat got into it, and then it made it even worse. I couldn't even hear what I was singing. So
that makes it worse, huh? Interesting.
Yeah. So I couldn't even hear mine, so I just took it off, and I couldn't hear anything. So if you listen to the Winter Jam, I'm kind of off tone for some of the songs because my earpiece wasn't working. So, but yeah, I still did my thing though. Usually I'm on pitch.
So some love from Chris Van going on here. Lori says, "Are you still in touch with any of them? And have you thought of singing a song by bringing one of them back? You guys were great."
So a lot of them are married now. A lot of them are married now. They don't sing anymore. Xiong, he still sings here and there, but he lives in France. He went back to France. He's originally from France. We still keep in touch. I think I keep in touch with him the most because he was the most active member of their group. Mahua, she just I believe she's cancer free. She had cancer for a while. I think she's cancer free. She just messaged me recently about possibly reamping the movie and doing a new up to date one, and also possibly having me perform one of the original songs because they have some awesome songs on there. Little pitch issues here and there, but easy to fix. With nowadays technology and everything. But yes, I'm still trying to keep in contact with every single one of them, even the backup people too.
Nice. We got Ali here. Ali, ZPX, one of my favorite artists. So amazing every time I see ZPX perform live. Another artist saying hi to another artist.
Shout out to Ali Chang. His new song just dropped last week. Check that out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he just. You know what I should do? I should do like a weekly show ZPX where I just run through all the new music.
Oh yeah, that's so much. I plan to do that. Yeah. I want to do that because there's so many amazing artists out there that they don't get enough exposure. You know, it's really hard to get out there and put your music out there. You know, once you have a following going, it's like it just keeps on going. But when you don't have that yet, it's kind of hard. You
Yeah.
know, but some artists they're great at what they do. You know, the fans they love them.
We've got none other than Joe and Eve Moore here. You know them well. They
Yes,
say hi. So for
Hello,
those who
Joe.
don't know, Joe Moore is the promoter behind High Hang Entertainment. So
Yes.
since we're ZPX and I were actually talking about that, so I actually pulled it up. Let's pull this up really quick here. Um, to get a little plug in for High Hang. So for those who don't know, then High Hang is going. They're really sticking out their neck out there. Um,
Yep.
their High Hang is the promotion behind the Hmong Music Summer Beach Bash, which I think is a pretty cool deal. Would you agree?
Yes, definitely. So, want to be the first beach concert. So,
Yeah.
shout out to Joe and Eve for supporting us music artists. Um, it's it's gonna be a fun event. If you wanna do something for the summertime, have nothing to do, come hang out with us. A bunch of new artists, new songs. I have a new song that I'm singing there. The music video comes out next week, sponsored by High Hand Entertainment also. So
Hmm.
check that out. It's gonna be a fun show.
I like Joe a lot. Joe reached out to me. I helped out to make one of these outreach videos. But Joe, I think he's newer to the business, but he's got the mindset of Trey,
Yeah.
in the sense that he doesn't want to go minimal. He likes to go. He likes to put on a good show for the fans,
Yes,
and
definitely.
he's smart and innovative. It's in Panama City, which I think people in the West Coast. I didn't know what Panama City was, but evidently it's kind of like the spring break capital in Florida. It's one of those
Mhm.
cities, and
Yeah.
he's smart because this is the second what I would call as a destination mall concert. The
Hmm.
first one being Las Vegas in
Yeah.
January, and so he's doing the opposite. Well, it's summer now, and so not winter anymore. So he's doing it on July 30th, and so I think it's going to be a good deal. And he's got a bunch of artists there. I think the one that sticks out the most that hasn't been showing is Gu Valong Chua.
Yep. Yep. He has his new album coming out also. So excited to hear his new stuff also.
Yeah, so if you're a big Luther Valong fan and whatnot, then come out and support Joe. I think Joe's gonna bring out the best. Oh, we got Jur here too. Look at that. Even Jur's here. Hey guys, what's up, Jur? Jur will be there too, if it's the right Jur that I'm thinking about.
Yep. Yep. It's Jerry.
Yep, Jur Lee.
I don't think that's. I think it might be him. Yeah. Yep.
I
He
think it
says, "Have
is.
you performed in Wisconsin yet?" Eau Claire. And I actually have a show in Eau Claire on June 4th. The flyer goes out this week. Yes, we
Hmm.
just confirmed that. So I'll be seeing you guys soon in Eau Claire. The old juicy.
And Lovely says ZPX. Every time I've seen him in concert, he's been nothing but humble and sweet. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank
Sang
you.
says would like to see you and Panya Xiong collaborate. That's a good collaboration right there.
Yes, Pena is an amazing singer. I would love to work with her also. She is very busy, and I'm also very busy right now too. So, uh, working with Fashion Nouveau and everything. So, yeah, but definitely, we live in the same town. We come across each other a couple times, hanging at the bar. But definitely, we definitely have one in the future.
And Joe says, so you got a new music video come out in Miami Beach. Did you meet up with Joe then in Florida?
Oh no, no, he didn't. We didn't meet up, but we talked about having the music video of the Miami music video kind of shed light onto the concert, to kind of draw people in for the summer beach bash in Panama
Nice.
City. Kind of, it is a summer song, so I think it's gonna bring the vibe and the audience and all the young fans, older fans. Yeah.
Nice. Let's check it out here. ZPX and all fellow Hmong artists keep up the great work. Hmong music nowadays are at a new level. I agree. Keep it up.
Thank
Keep
you,
it up.
thank you.
What do you think about how Hmong music is now?
Um, I think I mean, the older folks, they were amazing also, but I mean, the guys nowadays they're definitely um, trying to take in from all directions, take a little bit from the old, and then putting out new content that's a little bit more modern, but still keeping the old traditions also. I mean, I love music for all generations, so I
Yeah,
say
you know what I
all.
noticed that like shoot, when we were playing music, it was a little bit different. Now I'm finding younger people are singing more kind of old style Hmong music.
Yeah,
Because and I think that part of that reason is because now there's more international influence.
yeah, hmm,
You don't see no one from Laos really. Maybe
yeah, yeah, yeah.
individual singers, but now you
Mhm.
got like bands like Hands, and you got man. I think that man. I'm just gonna be honest. I think your Hmong Blanc and Hmong Thai, man, they're equally as good or better
Yeah,
in their own
they
right.
do have they have the resources of the easily available producers and also videography, which is very affordable.
Hmm.
So that's a plus for them, and also they have. I talked to a couple of the artists over there overseas. A lot of them don't work either, so they have a lot of free time to push out new content
Mm,
readily every day, every week. So that's
yeah.
definitely a plus. They're doing great things over there, taking Hmong music to a different level. Also,
I wonder if like when they monetize at YouTube, I
hmm,
wonder if they get monetized at American rates or there's like a special Lao rate because I could see like man that's a lot of money for like from Mikama. It's money too, but for Hmong Blanc, if they're getting monetized at American rates, that's a lot of money for them.
yeah. So I talked to what's his name? Talked to Tan. Tan, he's a producer. He produces for um, Lengya and also my new song that I sang at the event. He he says if American viewers watch the videos, they get paid more. So if
Mm.
they let's say somebody from Laos watching it, they get paid less.
Oh, huh, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
so that was a interesting thing to learn from him. Yeah.
Um, we were kind of talking about it as sounds, but
Mhm.
at the Sounds of Spring concert. But when I got monetized, I don't know
Mhm.
what happened to YouTube's algorithm, but I started getting a bunch of viewers from Blote and Taipei for some reason.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's like shoot, I struggled to get like it was hard. It took me like
Yeah.
a year plus to get my 1,000 view subscribers, and all of a sudden it was just like nothing. It was
Oh
because
yeah.
and I look at like, oh, all of a sudden over half of my viewers are from Laos now.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing about overseas fans, they love they're very visually they like visuals, So with you doing the uh, video of us performing live, like, David has a lot of fans overseas, so I
Hmm.
think that might uh, help the sponsorship, but because all your stuff video editing is on point too, so it's definitely it's nice what you can do for us.
Curtis says hi. Curtis is from a Haoseng band.
Okay. Hey
Um,
Curtis.
they're super talented. These kids.
Oh yeah, yeah. I met them doing Rise
I
and I
tell them don't ever quit what they're doing. They got something special going on because
yeah.
the newer bands ZPX they don't really play old style music like these guys. These guys play old
Yeah.
style. They play cultural music, and
Mhm.
not only do they play, but they freaking tear the music up.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
improvising. They're
Mhm.
messing with the music, which is like no, they're not just being told what to play. They're ripping up and manipulating the music, which is really
Yeah,
cool.
and they're super young too, so I was like, wow, it's crazy. I
Uh,
wish I had uh that drive, but I was like, well, man, I was thinking back that age already, but
yeah, I
definitely
think
they have a
at that age, if so, I was one of the younger ones, and I was the youngest one in Paradise. But at that age, and where they're at, like they're probably busy. But I'll be on you and me both know we're a little older. At that time, you're not busy at all, man. You got all this time to to
yeah.
practice your art.
Hmm.
ZPX, please do a collab. Okay, let's talk about the next song here. Okay, so we talked about this song. I didn't know it was until you kind of mentioned it, and so this is your newest song that's not even out yet. So you
Yep.
showcased it as "Sounds of Spring."
Yeah.
The name of the song is "Mbatoku."
Yes.
Um, so for those who don't know, keep an eye on this video because this is probably the only time you're gonna see it. You'll see it here, and then I've got it, but I won't release it formally on my site until ZPX releases it. But he's allowed me to view it here with you guys.
Yep.
Tell us about the song.
This song is a collaboration. So, like I was saying, this song is written and produced by Lengya's producer, or not exclusively his producer, but he writes a lot of music for a lot of the people in Thailand and Laos. He sells to them. So if you ever need some music written for you, his name is Tan Bang. Very affordable price. Very cool guy. But yeah, he sends it to you and see if you like it and you buy it. Yeah. But this song, and then he asks you how do you want the song produced. So you kind of tell him what your ideas are. So me, for this song, I wanted classical Thai flutes in it. So I told him to influence that into it because there's a song called I think it's Lover in Contempt. I don't know what the exact song is called, but I sent to him as a reference, and then he referenced that melody of the instrument, and then he just added that to the.
What was his turnaround time like?
So he actually had the lyrics written already, so I think, and then I think I must say 2 weeks, and then he'll produce a beat because lots of people they have kind of like the idea of what song, how they want their song to go, because they're very knowledgeable about music. Also, it's easy chord. Hmong music very easy to compose. Just basic chords, basic progressions, and then yeah. So about 2 weeks, and then he finished it, sent it to me, and they say yeah, wanted me to see if I had wanted anything to change on it. So I mean, it was pretty good. I told him to change a couple of stuff here and there, and then that was it. But I'm so busy right now shooting the other music videos and stuff. I have a couple more projects before I'm able to shoot that music video. So I just wanted to do a sneak peek of the new song to the Sacramento fans. Yeah. Because a lot of fans want a slow song from me. So.
Nice. So let's check it out. This is Mbatoku.
Yeah.
This is Mbatoku. lưu xuống đầu ước cho thoa đầu ôi thiệt
That girl is so fun. She's going, and you saw and you saw Olivia in
Yeah,
the front. I was so
passed
wasted.
out. Yeah.
That was fun. You gotta be careful. I don't know if you saw that footage of David in Vegas where he goes and like
Oh
that
yeah,
girl
yeah, yeah,
doesn't let go. I
yeah.
remember filming that, and David's face went from like, oh, okay, cool, to like it looked almost like fear, like terror almost. Because
Oh yeah,
when you're bent down that position, if they don't let go, you're gonna break your back trying to.
oh yeah. I've had a couple like fans that are too touchy and like they pull you off stage or like they're pretty crazy fans out there. So
Yeah,
I know which one to avoid. You can just look at the junk ones.
yeah. There was a lot of money on the ground too. That's a new trend that the young people are doing that I've never seen them do when we were
Yeah.
on stage. But I asked, Kiana. I asked Kiana. I was like, what are your thoughts on that? Dang was like, yeah, that's cool. That's just that, and I agree with Dang. Dang says that is their way of showing appreciation. Um, but
You guys never had that when you guys were coming
no,
up?
they never did that. I never got a single dollar. Not a single.
Yeah.
No. I think I may have gotten a rose, but like money, not they didn't hand out money. And Kiana was like, yeah, one time I got like $300, and I was like, what? You got $300 in one night?
Yeah, yeah. What's it? Yeah, they usually do that only for overseas fans, because they tell the OC singers, but they tell the fans to give money to the overseas performers so they can have a money to take home with them. But they started doing that with younger singers also. Usually the only badass singers only though, because usually the hip hop singers they don't really get that. But if you're a badass singer singing a song to Xia and to Xia, they give you money.
Yeah, it's funny because Kiana was like, the high rollers that give you a lot of money are the drunk guys usually. So they're a little more giving. Kong says, Kong Vu is another artist. Any favorite song at the moment?
I mean, there's so many great songs out there. I listen to so many different kinds of genres. Uh, Definitely. I mean, there's a song called Frugal. It's called Pepas. I mean, it's a reggaeton song. I love reggaeton music. J Balvin's probably my favorite artist in the world. Um, and Maluma. So it's a reggaeton song. I also recently just listened to Ashes yesterday from Deadpool 2, which was sung by Celine Dion, but it's written by James Smith, which is a young guy from The Voice. He won it, and he wrote a song for Ashes for the movie Deadpool 2, and I heard it. It was amazing.
Well, I'll have to check it out.
And also, I like Chasing After You by Morris. Chase Morris.
There's a lot of cool music. You just have to be a little open minded. So when you're wanting to listen to new music, what do you listen to? How do you go about doing it?
Well, I mean, usually I just choose what's trending on social media, and then also I like to like just type in like Thai music and then listen to the top 20, say top music of 2022, and then just kind of like find out which one I like, and then I'll type in Cambodian music, Chinese music, Bollywood music, and also producers like musicals, best country songs, like just kind of everything, K-pop music, yeah, of every genre, and just kind of find which one you like the most.
Yeah, I think nowadays music is crossing more and more boundaries. Like the last year though, the really hard hitting Thai and blonde music. They have their instrument, but they're kind of like they're almost they're dance music pretty much, almost
Yeah,
hip
yeah.
hop music. I think that vibe is really really creative. And then you've seen it now, like the last couple of years, like Carrie Underwood. Basically, a lot of these guys, country artists, basically playing rap music with singing country on top.
Yeah, it's crossing boundaries to like most genres to cater to both kind of audiences.
So Yang says hi, and Chuck Lee says hi too.
So yeah, so Chuck.
So the last song that I got, I didn't get to record Yoloma, because by that time of the night I was so burnt out, because I'm holding this camera like this for like 4 hours basically, and the moment I take a rest and I don't get the footage, and I figured that I had recorded probably Yoloma a bunch of times already. So
I know, and I was also like second last, I believe. So
so I got
I get
three.
tired. That's why I just left after the performance.
Oh yeah, I think I was trying to find you. I couldn't find you. But I got three of you to give you an idea. I got three of your songs. I was super tired when Kong Ju went up, so I only got two of his, and then I didn't record any of Gambao Lai's last songs.
Yeah, I was also supposed to perform two more songs too with that, but the time was strained and then the building was going to close. I think our time frame was cut short, so I didn't get to perform my other song for you guys. So.
All right, so this is, everyone knows this song. This is I think this is pretty fair to say that this is a song that kind of made you.
Yep. I wrote the song after I came out of the military.
Yeah, and so this song is your own different rendition of it, because it was
just slow down, kind of like a raw version of it. I had a producer just reproduce it because I get tired of singing the same one over and over again too, So I have different producers just kind of create different versions, just so when I perform at weddings or like small venues, I can switch it up a little bit, play with the vocals. So yeah.
All right, here we go. And I don't know if I got the end of this in this clip, but at the end of this one, you mess around a lot. So if you're listening to this and you don't see the end of it, actually towards the end, John Pa messes around the vocals a lot. You'll see what watch, you'll see what I mean.
tutti lutina no suya chiwa le tu po cho chwa je ko ke ku le to ku soya le to ku ile cho na nge to ka nyo ku lu su ini place lietoku soya lietoku.
Nice. So I didn't catch this video. Doesn't catch all the solos and all the falsetto solos you do.
No
But
worries.
I like this. I like this version a lot because number one is basically so slow that it gives you the freedom to sing off time.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I
wanted
wanted.
to go in and out as you like, and it's a really fun song.
Yep.
All right, man. Believe it or not, we're an hour 15 minutes in already. Time flies. Yeah. I told you I thought it would be like 45 minutes to an hour. I kind of pulled you in with that, but you know the only other thing that I wanted to talk to you about was actually give us some updates about what's coming up with you. You already told us about Batoku that's coming out soon, and then you had your new song that just also came out, Talun Lundu. What else you got coming out? You got Summer Bash in July with High Hang. What else is coming out?
So my other new song called Dindana, Away From Here. That one comes out this weekend. My brother actually just sent to me right now, so I have to review it and tell him what to fix more with that. But Dindana comes out this week. I'm not sure exactly what day yet, but this week. And then I have a concert in Eau Claire, Wisconsin on June 4th. And then July 30th, we have the Summer Bash, and then I have a bunch of weddings. And also, I have my wedding song called Kyakuchijon no Te. That one comes out probably at the beginning of June also. So we're shooting at the end of May. That's when the wedding is. So sing it live for them and then shoot it live and record it. Of course, we have a couple other stuff coming. Fashion Nouveau's coming up also on November 19th, 2020. That's going to be awesome. We're hoping to have Hua and Winvane here in the U.S. and perform with us.
So let's talk about that because that's an interesting topic.
Yes.
So we're briefly talking about it, and we stopped the conversation in advance. And I said, no, we don't need to talk about this now. Let's talk about it in the live session. So I didn't know, but you're actually behind the music planning also of Hmong Nouveau.
Yeah, so I am the music director. So because I was there 2019, they had their first Fashion Nouveau, which is Southern Rush was the headliner for that. I performed right before them, before they turned to the concert. So it's a concert, kind of like Victoria's Secret Fashion Show. They have artists perform on stage while the models are walking. So I had that experience, and then they liked my professionalism and also how I perform on that stage. So they asked me to be music director because I had a little more experience performing on stage. So this year I get the opportunity to teach some of the young guys how to work the stage a little bit more. So I have more stage performance experience. So I get to kind of like just guide them, make sure they're on cue, make sure the music's right, and also mixing the music so everything's good. Just helping the other artists do the best and put on a great show for the Hmong community in Minnesota. This is going to be at the Armory, so it's going to be the Armory fits about 7,000 people. So this is probably the biggest venue we ever had. So with Win and Hua here,
I don't think there's ever been a Hmong concert there, right?
Other than that, there hasn't. No.
Correct. Yeah.
So Chua and Logan, they had a big vision for the Hmong community. So they're we're not sure if we're going to be able to fill it, but we're doing our best so we can put on a great show for the Hmong community. It's not even about the money. It's more about just sharing the love of Hmong culture, fashion, and music, because those are the two main things that hold the Hmong culture together. Fashion and Hmongoose, all those art, keep art alive.
Nice. Well, I'm excited. I hope you guys sell it out. If I can be there, I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, come join us.
Yeah.
Our VIP suites are sold out already.
Hmm.
Those are the if it's 12 people, that's on the second balcony. We have some VIP seats. So VIP seats are the one that you're gonna be sitting down and actually get to sit down and watch the show. And then anybody else that doesn't buy a VIP seat, they have to stand in the back. So, but I mean, this is a pretty good spot, and then that's where they put. That's where the Armory is where we host all the big EDM shows like Millennium or Tiesto, or country artists and stuff too. So that's gonna be definitely awesome show. We have a graphic designer and also uh, lighting people. It's gonna be awesome.
It's probably about 2 to 3 times bigger than Aldridge. Then
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, let's see all of it. I think, yeah. I think it's about this. I think it's about the same. I think it just has better system because it's more. I think Aldridge, and yeah, I mean, I've never been to Aldridge, but I've seen videos of it.
Aldridge is not designed for music. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I've heard some of their stuff, and it just the way it's set up. But definitely, Armory is designed for music. Like that's where all the people watch the big show. I've been there a couple of times, and the sound system is just amazing over there.
Mhm.
Plus, collabing with uh, Memoirs of a Haunted Girl,
Mhm.
showcasing some of the fashion lines from all the designers from all over the U.S. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm also walking too and performing sometime too. So
Exciting.
I have 2 new songs coming out for only for that new fashion show.
Mm.
But also kick-starting Cue the Music, which is an music app for the Hmong community, so you can stream your music on there for money instead of putting it on iTunes, where it's kind of harder to find. That platform is only for Hmong musicians. Not saying
Oh,
it's
interesting.
yeah. So they
Who's putting that out?
Logan and Cho also. So
Oh, interesting. Well, that's a cool
it's gonna start.
I hadn't heard of that.
Yeah, that actually comes out. They're gonna start promoting that next month on May 6th. We have the first event so they're gonna it's like a karaoke contest. Whoever wins gets to perform on stage with us for the fashion show, even if it's all the U.S. So we'll fly them into town and have them perform some songs for us. And also, they get to work with some of the best music artists and write an original piece for the app also. So it's gonna be interesting.
Nice. Well, ZPX is about an hour and a half. It was a pleasure. Time flies when you're having fun. If we had beer here, we'd be talking for a couple more hours.
Yes,
But it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having the openness to come out. Again, I do it because I enjoy it. There isn't much money in recording concert footage, but it's what I would have wished I had for myself if I was still performing.
yes,
And I hope that this footage will be useful to you and useful to fans if they want to relive the moment, especially those gals in the front that almost jumped on stage over and over again. Any last words for the fans?
Well, definitely. I just want to say thank you for having me on the show. Shout out to all the fans. Just keep on following my page and also my music page. I don't go to my music page that much, but my YouTube page. And also check out the Summer Bash. Shout out to High Music. And also, one day I hope to perform your songs. I actually know how to sing all your guys' songs too. So.
Oh boy! You can skip that. That's good.
Yeah, all your songs I pretty much know how to sing like the girl songs, the girl parts and the guy parts too. So one of these days, when I come to California, I'll hang out, drink some beer, karaoke a little bit.
Nice. All right, brother. Thank you so much. ZPX, you've got a full schedule going on from now until the end of the year. If you don't already, subscribe to his Facebook page, follow him on Facebook, subscribe to his YouTube page, and he's got a lot of great things going on. ZPX, always a pleasure.
Thank you. Yeah, have a good one.